everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest tonight is going to be appearing this weekend at Catch a Rising Star right here in New York City. Please welcome a very funny guy, Todd Barry.
Thank you. How's it going? Everyone good? Oh, my God. All righty. So I've been hanging out at these big Barnes & Noble and Borders, gigantic bookstores. Oh, my God, they have the lowest pressure sales staff on earth. You can go in there, pull 10 books off the shelf, go, hey, where do I pay for these? Pay for them? Read them here. What do you think the 800 couches are for? What, are you studying for a test? Here's a highlighter. Hey, I noticed you have a cookbook there. You see anything you like? Well, I saw this great chili recipe. Tear it out. Don't buy a whole book for one recipe. That is ridiculous. I can't let you do that. If I see you walking towards that cashier, I am going to tackle you. These stores are so big, they have shelves they don't even know what to do with. They have the employee recommendation shelf. Oh, boy, what book should I get? How about 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, as recommended by Jimmy the stock clerk? Oh. They sell book lights now at Barnes & Noble. Book lights. A little spotlight you attach to your book. You know, I actually thought of buying one of these, and then I remembered, I own a lamp. I already have all the equipment necessary for 24-hour emergency reading capability. There's a reason I can walk around my apartment at night without knocking stuff over. So I used to do temp work, yeah, woo! Just like you did. These temp agencies, they always take themselves so seriously. They would always tell me to dress up. They'd give me the worst job on earth. They'd be like, Tom, we got a job for you. It's working in the mail room at a slaughterhouse. Be there at 9 a.m. and, hey, dress up. Because we got complaints when we send you to the nerve gas factory. So I'd spend like 5 hours getting ready for this mailroom job. I show up, the boss is yelling at me. He's like, Todd, you ain't stuffing the envelopes fast enough. How come you ain't stuffing the envelopes fast enough? I don't know, probably because I'm wearing a tuxedo. You let me take this, all right. You let me take this cummerbund off, I'll throw the cane down. I'll go to town on those envelopes. So I live right here in New York City, yeah. People go through so much to live here in New York. I just walked into my friend's tiny new apartment. He's got his bed on a loft 400 feet in the air. That's got to feel great being a 35-year-old bank vice president who still climbs a ladder to get into bed at night. He's all proud of it, too. He's like, hey, man, look what I did. I lofted my bed. I put my desk underneath. Whoa! You've got yourself a palace here, my friend. Am I in the Taj Mahal right now? I got an idea for you, though. Why don't you loft the desk also? You'll free up even more space. He's like, I will loft the desk. I'll put the stereo under the lofted desk. I'll put the cat's litter box on top of the CD player. You know what? I'm going to loft the cat also. Patches, get over here. Bring my tools. You ever have sex in one of these loft beds? I almost did. By the time we got to the top, she was sober. She said, Todd, my judgment is no longer impaired. You must leave my apartment. Thank you very much, folks. Good night.
Now, Todd, tell us, very funny stuff here. You're talking about being at the bookstores. Are you a smart guy? Do you really hang out there?
I do. I linger at the bookstores. Yeah. I am a bright guy.
You are?
Relatively bright guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bright guy, actually.
Really?
I went to college. I went to University of Florida. They recognized me from my football years. Anyway, I didn't do that well there. First I was on academic warning. Then I was on academic probation. Then they had to create something new for me. I was put under academic house arrest. I had to walk around campus wearing a homing device.
Doesn't sound good.
And the academic SWAT team, man, they followed me everywhere in their nasty little academic SWAT team helicopter. Seriously, I once tried to sneak out of the library and go to a party. They picked me off with a tranquilizer gun. Left me lying in the middle of campus. Then these fraternity boys rescued me, and I can't tell you the rest of the story.
It was an important moment in your life.
Yeah.
Did you actually graduate?
I actually graduated with a 2.11. Some other academics here. So you never stop hearing from your college, though, once you graduate. I still get calls from the University of Florida. They track me down wherever I move. I got a call recently, and they're like, "Hey, Todd, this is University of Florida calling. We tracked you down in New York City. We're putting together an alumni directory. What do you do for a living now?" I told them I'm a child pornographer. They were so disappointed, they stopped calling for 2 days.
They hit you up
the whole weekend off.
The big fundraiser. Well, you're at Catch a Rising Star in New York City this weekend, and people can also see you hanging out in the bookstores. Thanks so much for doing it for us.
Thanks.
Good to have you. Todd Barry, everybody. We'll take a break. When we come back, Fisher Stevens going to be here. Stick around.